What's new, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. Hey guys, how's it going? I saw some of you enjoyed my intro to Scooby-Doo before. Well, right now I'm here to talk with you about a Earth 2 update video. I'm so sorry it's so late. It just, I'm working until 6, and then I have, right after that, I have to get the script ready for Pokemon, for this, and Tesla right after. So here we go. I'm going to jump right into it. Patreon down below. Please use my referral code. Oh my god, I appreciate it so freaking much. Speaking of referral codes, people who are commenting use this referral code for 10%. That does not exist. That they're lying. They're trying to get, they're trying to scam people and to get you using their code. The only way to get 10% from anything is if you buy a tile that is for 10 cents, and then you use someone's referral code. They'll get a penny from that, and that is technically 10%. But anyone says use 10%, they're lying. Use mine. Earth 2 market share. Okay, so what's to stop another company, maybe a company worth several $billion, from making another better version? Okay, so I went over with this in someone else's comment before, and I was talking about it with my partner Dan. There's a couple of reasons why this could happen. Back in early mid-2000s, when Tesla was in its infancy stage, before it was public, the only other car companies that were electric did not work. They were awful. They looked like poop. They looked like disgusting poop. But then someone comes along and you have this fantastic idea, a visionary, someone who's a business magnate, an engineer, and he's first to market. And companies that are first to market with a good product usually get the bulk of the market. That's just what you have. That's what always happens there. Like right now, there's big names like Toyota and GM, although GM's more of like an insurance company now than they are auto, but there's so many companies trying to get in, and every single one of them, Japanese startups, existing American companies, they're going to fight for second place, because Tesla will get the majority of every single one. The same thing should happen here, where you have someone that is first to market, like these guys. And again, Tesla, when they started, did not have billions of dollars. Tesla almost went bankrupt. And these guys are profitable right away. You could make the argument that, okay, well, Apple has, outside of, every other computer has Windows, but Apple has, I don't know how, they're worth over $1 trillion. So they could potentially get, put 400 billion into this. Are they going to? I think this is so under the radar right now. Apple's not really exactly in video games. Microsoft might be the one to do it, because they, again, outside of Apple, every single computer that you have has Windows installed on it. So Microsoft might be something to try this, because they are in the video game system. Sony, I don't think will, like I said the other day, because the CEO just doesn't believe in virtual reality. But either way, if other people do try to make something like this, this game is going to be first to market. So this will get the majority share of everything else. $16.97, $16.97 per tile in the US right now. That was like an hour ago when I started making this script, so it's probably a bit longer than that now, a bit higher. Right now, the only way you can pay is via game credit. You can put money into the game via your debit card or PayPal, but eventually, just as we're expecting to take money out via Venmo, Cash App, etc., I'm hoping Coinbase is one of those options. Someone said before there's no option for Ethereum, where you could buy things with Ethereum. It's only in-game credits. That is correct. But it would make sense that if they want to convert our game credits into crypto, that they have Coinbase so we can get it out. Just another way of getting it out easier, especially with the Etherscan in our settings. Like I said, if you go to the settings, Etherscan, it'll take you to a page where it looks like it's set up for you to trade in Ethereum. Now, we do have a developer's announcement. The Earth 2 Twitch channel, which I will link down below, will stream live tomorrow, 30 December 2020, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2,300 hours. They will talk about Earth 2, their involvement with the project, and they said maybe even a few of the bigger questions that are floating around. I don't think they would have even mentioned the word maybe unless they had full intention of going down the rabbit hole at least a couple of times for big questions. When's Phase 2 coming out? Who was the American CEO that they spoke to the other day? Who else will be on the team? Will you convert our game in-game currency to Ethereum? If not, what type of crypto? The developers have been stretched very thin. Only had 3 people working the past few days just because of the holidays, so they might look a little bit worn out on camera tomorrow, just be advised. But those are questions that I plan to ask tomorrow. Even better, though, they do plan to have more frequent shows in the future dealing with more specific topics. Link to their Twitch stream, like I said, will be down below. But speaking of the developers, they did also want us to know that even though they are honored that someone did it, flattered, they have not made any Earth 2 merch. No merchandise, no hats, no t-shirts, no rings. I would love to get some, but there is no official avenue for it. Shane said that he was tempted to take the design that's out there, though, and he had a laugh, but can't be sure that they would send those items if people ordered, and he would suggest that people avoid them right now, because again, not official avenue. Someone could just be saying, some people might be able to make those clothes and send them to people, although I don't think that's really legal. But someone to say, oh, official Earth 2, make it look official, take everyone's money, run away. They did say if anyone purchases an item from them and doesn't receive anything, they contact the developers, and they'll make sure you get a free t-shirt when and if they release something in the future. I think that's something that could be, again, it won't really affect us. It'll affect us because we can buy the merch, but I don't think that is something that they can make a lot of money with, because everyone's going to be into this game, at least on the outside. When it comes to Dragon Ball Z, as you can see right now, I am what's called, one would say, a casual fan. It's over 9,000! Yeah. So the reason why I bring this up is for a couple of reasons. Let me get back to my page here and I might go to my notes. Why did I show you a picture of me embarrassing myself from 2014 at New York Comic Con with my best friend Erica? Because when DBZ vs. Street Fighter came out in 2018, I was heckin' pumped. Like, you don't understand. I was like, oh shit. Like, when the trailer came out, I was just like, oh, and my friend was like, oh, I was like, argh. Like, you have no idea how freaking pumped we were. Why? Not just because it's another DBZ game, although I'm a pretty professional at Legacy of Goku and Dragon Ball Z Budokai, all the greats, but because it's a crossover. And it's not just me that thinks so. Why crossovers are important, again, it's not just me, not just the fighting fandoms, although Pokemon's kind of a fighting fandom, but back in 2016, Pokemon and Mario had a crossover card. They had 4 different cards. It's Mario Pikachu, Mario Luigi, Full Art Mario, and Full Art Luigi in Pikachu in their suspenders, in the red and green jumpsuits, in the white gloves with tiny mustache Pikachus. They are great. And why? Because it's a crossover. Everyone loves a crossover episode. Marvel's MCU, Star Wars shows on Netflix, even Ready Player One. They had so many monsters from so many different fandoms. It was really cool to see. Imagine having a Freddy vs. Jason versus Michael Myers triple threat match in a WWE ring. Crazy stuff like that can happen here in the game. I'm here for it. The reason why I bought up those Mario Pikachu things, they were a limited release, which is something they could do for merch as well. If the merch, they want to say, oh, here's a limited release, just like Tesla did with their short shorts, limited release of a shirt, a hat, whatever it is, people will get it just because of the Earth 2 logo. But why I brought up Mario Pikachu is because it's a card like most others. 2016 wasn't a great time for, well, it was a great time for the hobby, but not for the set cards that came out. But people loved it because it was unique, it was a crossover, and that is, all 4 of them, graded in PSA 10, combined, just sold for $5,100. For 4 things of cardboard, people will go bananas for crossover stuff. Guarantee it. Buying other people's land in the real world. Oh god, this video is going to be so long. I'm so sorry, guys. Buying other people's land in the real world. If somebody owes taxes on their house, and you go in and pay that taxes for them, forget which states this is allowed in, they only have a certain amount of time to pay you back. And if they don't pay you back, that property is yours. I had a thought that they might have something like this in the game, but after thinking for a while, they probably wouldn't do that. I don't think they would be able to, or they would want to charge you taxes just to have a house that you're already paying for in tiles and whatever. They mentioned, though, that you might be able to control parts of other people's land. Obviously, the only way to get your land is to outright buy it from someone or for them to buy it from you. But the developers have talked about warring and peace worlds. I'm not sure how they do it. Like, where would the peaceful world end? Where would the warring world begin? But either way, guilds is something I plan to ask on tomorrow's Twitch stream. Comment down below any other questions you want me to ask. Guilds are something I think will be important. There are a ton of clans forming already. SHP, Sierra Hotel Papa, aka the Silent Hunters Project, was one of the first guilds or clans to be created. Alpha Kingdom is one of the biggest, and those two, if I'm not mistaken, have an alliance. The Alpha Kingdom and the Silent Hunters Project are, right now, they are the powerhouses, I think, in the game, and we can't do anything yet. We just buy and sell land. Alliances, I feel like, will be able to protect some of the newer, weaker players just getting into the game in several months, when by this point we'll be all 100,000-aires by that point. In the future, it could be a good idea for some people to wear a hat or badge of their clan so they know not to mess with them, or else vengeance shall be wreaked upon you. Figure like a sandstorm in July. I think I'm the one pumping out the most videos right now on this game at 2 a day. I have been approached by a dozen to 2 dozen people already just about collabing, which I will get to everyone. It's just that right now I do have a lot on my plate between both existing businesses and trying to launch a third. I'm working about 90 hours a week right now. Not as much as the devs, as the developers, but I'm getting close. Help me. I may have a delay in videos on New Year's and New Year's Eve. Just be advised, I might have videos for 2 days. The girlfriend wants me to go with her to the Poconos, and they don't have internet in the house that she has. So I'm trying to find a way to write and upload videos. I'll leave for a few hours, go to town, and record and upload for you guys. This is what I do for you, the fans. Please like and subscribe. And also, subscriptions, like 50% of you that watch are not subscribed. Please subscribe. It makes me feel so much better when I see those numbers go up. And also click the bell for notifications. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But also, if you're talking to other people about the game, know your audience. If you talk to other gamers, obviously talk normally like you would. But if you're talking to someone who's more of an investor that doesn't really play games, tell them it's an investment. Because it's a weird combination, this game, where it both can be a game and an investment and just being creative. And tell them that the in-game currency acts like a Bitcoin. Also, some people who are investors won't pay attention to it if it's a game. My business partner said he didn't want to put any money in it at first because I said it was a game. So after that, a little recent interaction, okay, light bulb in the head. But after seeing the growth, he got right in. And it just goes to show you that if you're talking one-on-one with someone about it, it kind of does matter how you present it. But at the end of the day, as this grows, everyone will find out about it eventually, especially when it's translated into other languages. Music. Obviously, in the game, there will be people playing music and performing concerts and whatnot, but that's on specified events. The developers haven't said if they plan to have music in the game, like walking music or like battle music. If there is like Pokemon, dun 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 dun. I will go insane. That song slaps so hard when we're fighting champion lands of the Elite Four. I'm so excited about it. But again, there's a lot of options for it. You could upload your own music so that this way you basically have a WWE entrance theme song everywhere you go. Other players could have the opportunity just to turn the sound off, choose the normal sound game if there is one, listen to their own music that they upload, or have their sound off and listen to other people's music. So there's just a lot of other stuff that can go on. I know that Mr. J1S is probably already writing raps for each thing that he plans to do in-game. I'm here for it. I'm excited. All right, guys, I love you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Patreon down below. I love you. Bye. Meow.